Happy Friday, everyone. This is Jen at Ink Paper Rubber. After yesterday, which was such a crazy pants day, I thought I better get on here as soon as I could and show you the new Sunny Studios release, because today is release day for Sunny Studio stamps. It is their fall release, and there are so many fun things in this release that I wanted to be sure and share it with you. First up, they have a new layering stamp set, and of course you all know that Sunny Studios is really the master of color layering. They do such an amazing job with their different images, and I think that this sunflower is no exception. It's kind of hard to tell here just looking at the packaging, although I want to point out that in addition to the sunflower and the leaves, which are color layering, you also get some little bees that are also color layering. They are so adorable. There is, of course, a die set that goes with it. And hey there, Jan. And here is a sample with that. Look how beautiful that sunflower is. And look at that little bee on there. And I might point out the papers on here are from a new 6x6 paper pad that they have, and we'll get to that here in just a minute. So this little tag is really sweet, and I think that they did a great job again with their color layering stamps. Next up is something that at first glance you might think, oh, that's nice, but because that's kind of what I thought. It's called Elegant Leaves, and I thought, oh, that's nice, some new leaves, some fall leaves. We've seen that before. But then I saw this sample and I fell in love with it. I think it's really gorgeous, and I think one of the things that I like about it is the fact that there are outline leaves, so if you want to color them in, you can. There are also solid leaves, and then there's this leaf here that's kind of in between. It's mostly solid, but it has a little bit of detail to it, and I think that that is part of what makes this such a nice set and such a beautiful card here. In addition, I love the colors she's used on that card. But as you can see, just some really nice leaves that you get on here. And in addition, you also get some nice sentiments here, the thankful and the grateful large sentiments, and then others that you can go ahead and build your sentiment just like they've done on this card here. And there is a die set so that if you want to do something where you can cut those leaves out, then that is available as well. There are also a couple of new dies in their Frilly Frames line. They have had some of these in their last two releases. These are really great dies. For one thing, they all will work with one another, so if you have some of the previous Frilly Frames, you can mix and match these. What you get in the Frilly Frames is you actually get two dies. You get an outer frame die. It's actually not a frame, it's just a solid die. In this case, it is just a solid rectangle with some inside stitching on it, and then you get a separate inside die which is patterned, and you can use those together, you can use them separately, you can take the inside and match it with any of the other Frilly Frames dies because they're all designed to work together and fit together. This particular one is called Retro Petals, and it is really pretty. I'll show you some samples. I really like that one a lot. The other one that they have is called the Hexagon Frilly Frame, and you can see on this one your outer die is a scalloped rectangle that has stitching detail, and then you have these hexagons on the inside. It could be a honeycomb or whatever else you might want. Go great with the little bees on here and the sunflower, but it also would work great with this new little mini set that they have that is called Just Because. And you can see that there is a beehive and a couple of happy little bees, and you've even got the little bee trail and some sentiments that you can build with some cute puns on there, and a little die set for that as well. So those would work fabulous with the Hexagon Frilly Frames. There's also a couple of new embossing folders in this release. The first one is the Moroccan Circles, and this is really great. I always love this one. This one is kind of an optical illusion. Depending on one way you look at it, you can see kind of the petals there, and then you look at it the other way and you see the circles with that diamond in the center. So I really love those that are kind of optical illusions depending on how you look at it. The other one is more straightforward. It's just called Lots of Dots, and you can see that's exactly what it is. Some fun, pretty good sized polka dots on this background. And that is fun, and that would definitely go great with some of these next products because these are really fun. The first one is called Cruisin' Critters, and you can see you have this little VW Beetle-like car, which sadly is not going to be produced anymore, but you have all these fun critters crowded into that. You have dogs and cats, a bear, a raccoon, the bunny rabbit. Of course, we have a little hedgehog down there and a little birdie. And then again, some sentiments that you can build your own sentiment there. You see cruisin' and piles and smiles. So lots of fun things that you can do with that one. And there is a die set. The die cuts out the car and the critters, and it also has a word die that says cruisin' on it. So that is lots of fun. And here you can see a cute little card made with that. And it has the critters on it, and in the background you can see this also fun new die. It's called the Cityscape Border, and here it is right here, and hopefully we're still broadcasting because I'm not seeing anything. So hopefully you are seeing this, the Cityscape Border there in the background. And it just cuts out kind of this solid 3 different clouds. Oops, there we go. Okay, we're back again. I'm going to show you this one really quick. I'm not sure if you saw it or not. It was the Cityscape Border. And then next we have the Fluffy Clouds, and you get 3 clouds, 3 different ones. They're borders, so you can make your clouds as big or as short as you want. And they have the fun stitching detail on them. And last but not least, to round out all the fun in this one is this new set that is called Super Duper. And you can see it has all these amazing superheroes on it. We have boys and girls, so that is great. There are lightning bolts, and there are lots of fun build your own sentiments. There is a fun speech bubble there, and there is a die set that goes with it. And here you can see this really cute card using that. So much fun. And the frame on that one is from a new die, which is called Comic Strip Speech Bubbles. And you get a lot in this one. You get this fun frame. It's rectangular frame. It's stitched on the outside. It has the 4 different divisions in it. But then you get all kinds of great things in it. You get all these different shaped speech bubbles, kind of the big pow, starburst, the cloud. You have got little stars. There you've got little add-ons, so you can have the little add to your little speech bubbles with the little dots there. So many fun things that you can do with that. And that works perfectly with this new 6x6 paper pad that they have, which is called Heroic Halftones. And it's really fun because some of it is just the straight dots that you can see here, and some of it are the dots with this sunburst pattern in the background. It's kind of faint because it's all tone on tone. But really fun. And then here we've got some dots that kind of start smaller and get bigger. And you can see that they have used some of that paper in the background of this. And the last thing to show you today is their other 6x6 pad. I mentioned on the tag they use some of these cute papers. This one is called Colorful Autumn. And you see you've got lots of fun prints in some really great autumn colors in here. So let me show you some samples. I know I had quite a few samples. They're always so great and send us good samples, but I have even more to show you online. Here is another example of the sunflower, and you can see the lots of dots there in the background. And here is one with the Moroccan, I forget exactly what it was called, but the other embossing folder you can see there in the background again with the sunflowers. And this is the, this is another one with the elegant leaves. Here they've done some coloring in, and I just love this one. I think this color scheme is so fantastic. They've used the hexagon frilly frames, and they've gone with kind of a black and a gold and yellow theme and some gray, and I think that is just absolutely stunning. Here is another one using those same elegant leaves, and here they've done some bright kind of ombre rainbow colors, and I think that is really fun as well. And they've used some of the autumn paper down there for that bottom border. Here is another sample with the superhero kids and the comic strip frame, and you can see they've also used part of the buildings and the clouds in some of those panels, so that's really fun. You can really create your own little comic strip card. Lots of fun. Here is another one that has a really innovative use of the cloud borders. If you look really closely, this outside frame is actually some of those cloud borders that have been cut out of the Heroic Halftones paper and then just cut to size and pieced around to make this frame. And I think that is fabulous. I don't think I ever would have thought of that, but I think that's really cute. Here is another one you can see with the cityscape border and some more of the Heroic Halftones paper in the background. Really saves you time on having to create a background if you use a paper like that. Here is a cute one with the little critters and the cityscape in the background, and on this one they've added some balloons, which is really cute. Here again you can see the hexagon frilly frame, and there is the Just Because stamp set. So cute. And finally, here is another one, and this has the Retro Petals frilly frame. I love that with all the different colors behind there. And then once again, the Just Because stamp set. So that is what we have for Sunny Studios. So it's a really great release. I hope you'll be able to stop by and check it out. I hopefully will be back with you because I have another box that arrived today. And so if I can get that checked in, I will share what came in that box with you as soon as I can. Hope you're having a great day, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.